What's happening in the world of AI and beyond? We've got a rapid-fire rundown that's going to blow your mind. First up, an art studio in New Orleans faces devastating vandalism, and the community is rallying to rebuild. Then, get ready for a massive AI upgrade as Anthropic's Claude Opus 4.1 hits major developer tools. We're also diving deep into a powerful podcast discussion on advocacy and activism. And finally, a Seattle mayoral candidate, Katie Wilson, is caught in a storm of controversy over a campaign image. Stick around, you do not want to miss this. Hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. New Orleans art studio devastated by vandalism. This beloved art studio in New Orleans, a cornerstone for muralists since 1991, has been brutally vandalized and ransacked. The community is now stepping up to help restore this vital creative space. Muralist Richard Thomas, the building's owner, described the shocking scene. "I almost feel like it was at least 3 of them that broke through this window and decided to stay a while so they could pull out all of the wires, all the copper tubing, all the copper pipes. They dismantled all of my bathrooms and they bust holes in the wall and took copper wiring out of the walls." Thomas has faced ongoing issues like stolen signs and busted windows, but this latest incident marks a significant escalation in the neighborhood's crime problems. The New Orleans Police Department is investigating, but leads are scarce. Now, the community's efforts are focused on transforming the damaged studio back into a vibrant, safe haven for artists. Can this New Orleans studio bounce back from such a devastating blow? Get ready, because next, we're diving into the cutting-edge world of AI with a massive update impacting developers everywhere. Massive AI upgrade for developers. Claude Opus 4.1 arrives. Get ready for a game-changer in the AI development space. Anthropic's powerful Claude Opus 4.1 model is now available in public preview, rolling out to users of GitHub Copilot across a wide range of popular development environments. This advanced AI model is accessible to Copilot Enterprise and Pro Plus plan subscribers. Developers can now leverage Claude Opus 4.1 within GitHub Copilot Chat in Xcode, Visual Studio, JetBrains IDEs, Xcode, and Eclipse. Users can select Claude Opus 4.1 directly from the chat model picker, offering enhanced capabilities in agent, ask, and edit modes. For organizations, Copilot Enterprise administrators need to enable the new Claude Opus 4.1 policy in their Copilot settings to grant access to their teams. This integration promises to supercharge coding, debugging, and creative problem-solving for developers worldwide. The AI community is buzzing with excitement about the potential of Claude Opus 4.1, with many anticipating significant boosts in productivity and innovation. Early feedback suggests a powerful new tool for tackling complex coding challenges. This AI advancement is set to redefine developer workflows. But before we see what's next, we're shifting gears to a compelling podcast that tackles vital social issues. Advocacy and Activism. The I&U's podcast episode explores crucial social themes. This week on ChatGPT Insights, we're highlighting a profound podcast episode titled The I in Us, which delves into critical topics of advocacy, activism, health, and society. Hosted by Paul and Cody, this episode features insightful discussions with Cameroonian intersex advocate AJD and Jelly Oshie, alongside Western Australian intersex advocate from the Intersex Peer Support Australia, IPSA. The conversations touch upon the challenges and triumphs within the intersex community, emphasizing the importance of visibility, support, and advocacy. The podcast, broadcast on Joy 94.9, aims to amplify diverse voices and foster understanding and inclusivity. It's a deep dive into personal stories and broader societal issues, making a significant impact on listeners. The episode has garnered significant attention for its sensitive and empowering exploration of intersex rights and experiences, sparking important conversations within the advocacy and health communities. Listeners are encouraged to share their thoughts and provide feedback to help shape future episodes. These vital conversations are making a real difference. Next, we're heading to Seattle, where a mayoral candidate is facing serious backlash over her campaign tactics. Seattle mayoral candidate Katie Wilson faces backlash over misused image. Seattle mayoral candidate Katie Wilson is at the center of a political firestorm, accused of deceptive campaign practices for using an image of a prominent Black community leader without his consent. Claude Burfect, former vice president of the Seattle King County NAACP, claims he was shocked to see his name and image used in a social media post implying his endorsement of Wilson's campaign. Burfect has explicitly stated he did not endorse Wilson, citing political differences. Wilson, however, maintains that Burfect did endorse her and that the endorsement was confirmed via email, suggesting he may have changed his mind. The controversy has ignited outrage among community members who view the alleged false endorsement claim as disrespectful to both Burfect and the broader Black community. Local entrepreneur Jim Buchanan and former state rep Don Mason have strongly condemned Wilson's actions. Buchanan called her deceptive and stated this is a pattern of behavior, accusing her of hijacking Burfect's image and Mayor Bruce Harrell's from a previous photo, then cropping out the mayor. Mason described the incident as a reflection of Wilson's inexperience and lack of integrity, calling the use of a photoshopped image a lie and questioning her fitness for the mayoral role. Wilson, who moved to Seattle in 2004 and is motivated by the city's affordability crisis, has addressed the controversy, expressing disappointment, but refraining from criticizing Burfect. ChatGPT Insights has reached out to both parties for further comment and evidence. Community leaders are deeply concerned about the implications of this incident, with many questioning Wilson's integrity and fitness to lead the city, especially given the alleged pattern of deceptive practices. Will this controversy derail Katie Wilson's campaign? That's all the headlines for today. Stick around for a quick recap and your full call to action. And that's a wrap on today's top stories. We saw a beloved New Orleans art studio devastated by vandalism, but the community is stepping up to rebuild. Anthropic's Claude Opus 4.1 is now a public preview, bringing powerful AI to developers everywhere. We also explored a thought-provoking podcast on advocacy and activism, and a Seattle mayoral candidate faced backlash over campaign image controversy. Don't miss out on future insights. Smash that like button, subscribe to ChatGPT Insights, ring the notification bell, drop a comment below, and follow us on all social media platforms.